Alright, here we go. Time for Legos Island Summer 2019, episode 11, which is items 32, 33, and 34, plus the 4th of July Party 2019, all here on Legos Island. However, unfortunately, I will not be able to make these Legos that free 4th of July Party video, at least until tomorrow. I very well apologize. Just that I'm doing a lot today for 4th of July, and now I don't even have the time to do that video. At least I have time to do this video, which at least counts. But anyway, let's begin. Alright, so first off, we left off on July 1st, which was 3 days ago. So, here we go. And yes, as you can see, you can already see some 4th of July stuff. However, we're going to head down to where we need to go next. So, let's go. Alright, we have to head down here next. So, here we go. Alright, so now that we're down here, we have July 2nd, July 3rd, and today, July 4th, to do all in this video, alongside the 4th of July party. Let's get started. Also, I should probably make this as quick as possible, just to make sure I'm not wasting time. Alright, let's start off with July 2nd's item. So yep, I unlocked this 2 days ago. Well, I just updated it 2 days ago, and I only updated these items last night, so yeah. Alright, July 2nd, here we go. The birch boat. So, that's right there. You know how it goes. Yep. You know. This. Yeah. I know. Pretty crazy. Anyway. Aside from that, that's cool. I will put these in the water eventually after this event's over. Alright, so yep, that's July 2nd's item, the birch boat. Next up, let's move to July 3rd. And that is the jungle boat. So, for example, let's place it right here, for example. And, of course, this is obviously how that would look. I mean, you would have already known it for years. However, let's turn that to actually make it look cool. I know. I just love it. So yeah, that's fun. Anyway, let's move on to the final item of today, and then we can move to the 4th of July party. As soon as I get out of this boat. Right there. Alright, let's first move this. There we go. Alright, final item of today, which is July 4th. Right here. So, yep, as you guys can clearly see, this is the exact same item move color as it was last year. And speaking of which, there's actually the exact same item in there from last year. But first, before I do, of course, once again, there's this 4 for 4th of July in all the American flag colors, blue, red, and white. And this, of course, says July 4th, 4th of July. So, let's open it up. Of course, this is, of course, the firework rocket. Yeah! Oh, but in more traditional spirit, let's actually do it in real. What? Come on! What? Wait, do I even have a lighter on? Oh, I do, it's just, it's not working. Maybe I'm not high enough. What? How am I not high enough? What? Oh, there it is! Oh, now that decides to work. Oh my god. Yes! There we go. Yeah! Should have done this last year. Oh, god. Yeah! Oh yes, here we go, there we go, that's good enough. Oh man, that was fun. Anyway, guys, now that we are done with today's items, let's move on to the 4th of July part. And actually, once again, just like last year, it's actually quite small again, because I did not want... What the heck is this? Oh, I think like an Enderman must have moved it. And who cares? Alright, let's do this. So, here we go. 4th of July event 2019. Here we go, here we go. So, as you guys can clearly see, this looks pretty much the exact same thing as last year. However, there's actually a few changes. One, this right here wasn't here. It wasn't like designed like this though. So yeah, that's like one of the changes here, and then that's actually kind of it, because literally right after, if you look around anywhere else in this room, it almost looks exactly the same as last year. But again, there are a few changes, like right over here. But other than that, that's pretty much actually it for the room. But this event actually is cool. So yeah, let's first off open up the item. Now, no, actually, all the items are actually the exact same things from last year. And you might be thinking, like, why are all the items the exact same thing? Simple, because I was too lazy to make new ones. Yeah, that's why. I was too lazy to make new ones. And plus, I also did not have enough time to actually make new ones. So, I decided to reuse last year's items. Which I honestly like, because it gives me a lot more time to actually do this. Alright, but yeah, actually speaking of which, let's actually pick up this item. Oh, and also, why don't we also go ahead and also clear my inventory? Actually, let's keep today's items in. But then put the leather cap on. So yeah, let's replace that since I don't need it anymore. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, like I just said, this is once again the port. I hope you guys love this year's 4th of July design here. Again, pretty much almost looks exactly the same as last year, except for only a few differences. If you do watch last year's episode, it is also episode 11, because I do this in the exact order as I did from last year. But, yeah. You can also check last year's in the LEGO Island Summer 2018 playlist, which is once again episode 11. Just like this one is. Yep, this is the port for 4th of July. I hope you guys love it. Even if it looked almost the exact same thing from last year. Next up, here we go. Now guys, this actually, like this design right here actually looks pretty much the exact same thing from last year. The only difference though is like this right here. And that's because we obviously have the 500 subscribers board right here, because remember on June 4th, actually, holy heck, that was like a month ago today we actually hit that. We hit 500 a month ago, on this day. A month ago. Yep, a month ago today we hit 500, so that's cool. And yes, I do have night vision on, if you can actually notice. The reason why I did is just because, well, honestly, it felt like a lot more enjoyable right now. But yep, this is what it looks like for here. Oh, hey, hold on a second. That's better. Anyway. Like I said, this is the 4th of July balcony. Let me know below what you guys think. Alright, we head in here. Of course, it's a lot more lighted up because of night vision. However, this looks pretty much the exact same thing from last year, although one difference is, of course, kind of like the height for this, in which... Actually, hold on a second. I can actually change that. We're actually almost done. Yeah, let me change the height of that. Yep, there we go! That's better! Anyway, we can take that out of our inventory now. Here we go. So, yep, once again, this looks pretty much the exact same thing from last year as well. Most of these rooms are actually the same from last year, actually. The only difference is the designs from LEGO's Allen Summer. That's literally the only difference. So this kind of looks a little different, but pretty much like everything I decorated is pretty much exactly the same way as I did from last year, because I didn't really have enough time to think of anything new. Which actually, just want to let you guys know that's actually the truth. I actually had no time to think of anything new, so I just decided to reuse last year's decorations. Honestly, it still works, though. So yep, this is what the cave looks like. Pretty much the same deal as last year. So yep. Let me know below what you guys think. And yeah, that's kind of it for the cave. Oh wait, you couldn't forget this. My bad. That's one of the last things. Yep, that's literally it for my cave. There's no other difference but this. So yeah, that's literally it for my cave. Again, this year. Looks incredible. And I just love every bit of this room, even though it looks pretty much the same thing as last year. And once more, there are the, you know, that table there. Alright, next up. Only a few more rooms left. Alright, up here on the mountain, looks pretty much the same thing as last year. Only difference is, of course, the difference with the building here. Aside from that, pretty much everything here looks exactly the same. And plus, this is actually, this, like, sugar box is actually in the exact same... Wait, what the heck? I had the banner in here! One sec. Okay, now I got it. So, yep, same item from last year. Let's actually put this over here. There we go! Now that I look a lot better. Yep, I'm gonna hold these items for the rest of it. Yep. Like I said, up here, looks pretty much the same thing as last year, except for one difference with this building. Oh my god, yes, this music! Oh, also, let's hope I'm recording my mic. Good, I am. I always have to check that, because sometimes it can turn off automatically without me knowing. Yep, that's it for the mountain, guys. Let's just move on to the pet cemetery, which is also quite small, too. As you can clearly see, pretty much same design from last year, although it does look a little different, obviously, because this room here actually looks different for LEGO's Allen Summer. So technically, it actually kind of does look different. But technically, the decoration-wise, though, for the actual decoration itself, exactly the same thing. Well, except for this being different, because now there's that staircase. And yeah. Aside from that, this room actually does look, again, a little different, obviously, because this actual room itself actually looks different for LEGO's Allen Summer. So, I guess this is the only room that technically looks different from last year, though. Yep, the only room here that kind of only technically looks different. Although, technically, pretty much all of the rooms look different. The only, like, thing that looks exactly the same is the way I put in the decoration. The way that you see the decorations are the exact same way from last year. The only difference, like, in the background of them is, of course, the different versions of for LEGO's Allen Summer room. Aside from that, that's literally it. So I guess this does look different in a way, which it does because of this room design. Let me know below what you guys think of this room again. It looks really, really, really cool. I had no time to update the dogs at all because there was no idea, like I had no time. Like I was gonna update all their colors to match red, white, and blue. But, no time! Plus, this is only going to be here until tomorrow. So yeah, guys, let me know below what you guys think once again. And by the way, this is actually the only room here that I actually decorated, because if you look up here, look, exactly the same. Alongside down there. But yep, let me know below what you guys think of this room. Oh wow! Snow! Let me clean up this snow. good. Alright! Finally in the village! So yep, as you guys can see, it looks pretty much, it actually looks a little different because, of course, the item huts are different here. But technically, if you look at the actual buildings, they look pretty much the same as last year. However, also just like last year, I did not decorate the insides because again, this is all going away tomorrow. So yeah. I mean, yeah, this room actually is a little bit different, actually, because, first off, if you actually realize, one thing is, last year, the clothes shop did not exist. And that's probably the only difference is why. Oh, and also because of the boardwalk. Aside from that, oh, and the subways, looking like that. So, that's kind of the only differences with the village. Aside from that, everything else looks exactly the same. But I'll still go into these rooms. Yup, same thing. I didn't decorate the clothes shop because there was no time. Not even the outside I didn't either. I think I already viewed that room. Yeah. Oh, one room I didn't view was the library. But I can show you guys the outside from here. Yeah, I guess you could say it looks a little different from last year. Again, the only difference is, of course, somewhat way that you sometimes see the village. But as you can probably see, the decoration layout pretty much almost looks exactly the same from last year. And again, you can go watch last year's, again, in the LEGO's Island Summer 2018 playlist, if you want to know if this actually does look the same. And, yeah. Oh, right, the fountain. I also updated it to look exactly the same way as I did from last year as well, because, well, that was the only way I felt like designing it. Oh, and one more time. What? I feel like doing that today. It's 4th of July. Like, why the heck would I not? Oh, right! One more item. The leather boots. Same item from last year. Because, again, I brought back all items from last year. But, yeah, you could say that this looks actually a little different. Yeah, because this actually does look a little different. So not everything's exactly the same. It's just, compare this to last year's, and you might see like a small difference. Yep, compare this to last year's, and you might see like a small difference. And then that's it. Yep. That's literally it. But this actually does look a little different. If you actually look, this village design, even though the decorations are placed the exact same way that they were last year, you gotta realize this village design with them actually looks a little bit different. So hey, that's at least a plus. So yeah, at least. Yep, that's at least a plus, is that some of these rooms are a little different, although the decorations are still placed the same. That's the only thing that looks the same from last year, is the way that the decorations are placed. Aside from that, because these LEGO's Island Summer rooms look different, it does make it look pretty different. But still a little the same at the same time. Anyway guys, that's it for the 4th of July event. In fact, that's also it for this video. Like I said at the beginning, unfortunately I won't be able to make the 4th of July party video for Zoya's Left 4. I'm unfortunately going to have to wait until tomorrow to do that video because, well, I have no time to do it. But honestly, who cares? I sometimes bring up some of this stuff late anyway. I kind of did that last year too. Like, I even left the backyard 4th of July event up for like a few more hours on July 5th without taking it down immediately. So hey, see? sometimes I do forget. Yep, I will see all of you later for one more video, which is a 4th of July fireworks vlog, of course in real life. And then after that video, that will be it for the entire day. What is your favorite room in this year's 4th of July event, even though considering the decorations are pretty much placed the exact same way from last year, except for one difference in the port. This is actually the only, difference for the decoration placing. Although, yeah, you gotta agree, this actually does look a little different. Alright, I will see all of you later for that vlog, and yeah, goodbye. Oh, right, if I've not said it already, because I always forget to say this, like and subscribe. You know how I always forget to say that. Alright, goodbye. For real. Just let me know below what your favorite room is. Love to hear it.